Desk of WeAreChange.org here in Puerto Vallarta, joined with, of course, Jeff Berwick, the dollar vigilante, who is getting stem cells right now at the Dream Body Clinic. But we can't talk about stem cells. We can't talk about crypto since Alphabet, Google has actually banned a lot of not just advertising, but has outright deleted channels that are leading the way in alternatives to health, alternatives to finance, alternatives to the system that is trying to hold on to as much power as they can. And the best way that they do that is by censoring speech. And that's why in this video, me and Jeff Berwick will be talking about alternatives to the big YouTube, Google, Facebook, Amazon, technocratic, you don't want to talk about Amazon, we're going to get to Amazon, technocratic, huge monsters out there that truly do deserve a big reckoning, and I do believe that reckoning is happening. There's a lot of different alternatives. Jordan Peterson just launched ThinkSpot. Dave Rubin just launched The Local. There's Float. You just interviewed a lot of these people who are launching Library. There's also Steemit that you told me about before anyone even knew about it. What is your take on this kind of oncoming December 10th crash point that people are pointing to with the alternatives laid out in front of us, Jeff?
Well, I think we've already seen so many people be removed already, right? We're actually at the Dream Body Clinic doing stem cells. Going to put some in my dick and my balls today. And Josh...
TMI. TMI.
And Josh, yeah, this is not safe for children, by the way, which is another way they're going to be removing a lot of channels. But he's actually had his YouTube channel removed every year. So he starts up a new one, then they remove it. And all he's doing is talking about stem cells and PRP, which a lot of this stuff's actually all legal in the U.S. even, but the FDA screws it all up. So, you know, we're seeing so many people. I was just on the Sam Tripoli show in LA last week, 6 hours before I went on his show. His channel got removed from YouTube. I'm surprised you're still on. I'm surprised I'm still on. I don't think it's going to be much longer. You definitely want to make sure you sign up on all our email lists, or else you'll probably just never hear from us after the next few weeks. But this also is creating a lot of opportunity, and we're starting to see that. We're seeing a lot of people starting up their own sites. There's a lot of blockchain-based sites, a lot of decentralized type sites. One in particular, I just interviewed Library, LBRY. It's all based on torrents, so you can't actually even remove it. You can't censor it. There's BitChute, which is kind of blockchain-based. Then there's Float, which is started up by another anarcho-capitalist, which is kind of a competitor to Facebook. So it's creating opportunities as well as creating issues. But I think at the end of the day, what you're going to see is on YouTube a year from now, all you're going to see is NBC, ABC, CNN, Fox, Jimmy Kimmel, Ellen DeGenerate, and basically the only other things you're going to see on there is sports-related stuff, how to fix your truck. But if you want to get access to real good information about anything, whether it's health, whether it's politics, finance, economics, what's going on in the world, news, real news like you do, not the fake news, the mainstream prostitutes, there's not going to be anything left on YouTube. And I think that actually creates opportunities. I think people should get out there and really make an effort. And I actually did that myself. I actually got off of Google Chrome. I switched to the Brave browser, which you told me about, and I really like it. It was so easy to switch. I was really worried it was going to take me all day to switch over all my tabs and all this kind of stuff. It was almost seamless, so that was great. So I'm not on Google. Google's not tracking everything I'm doing now. I got off Gmail. I went to Proton Mail, so they're not reading my mail anymore. It just feels nice. And I did all kinds of other things related to privacy, and it actually feels really empowering. It felt really good to just know that basically none of my stuff is going through the alphabet agency called Google anymore.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're definitely going through a transition where small is the new big. You listed a bunch of different alternatives. Brave has been really incredible for me. Something that allows me to have a referral code, an affiliate code that people just download and use, and automatically not only start generating cryptocurrencies for themselves, but at the same time using something that is a privacy-focused browser that is just as good, if not better. In my opinion, it's even better than Google Chrome, and just as convenient as, of course, the big technocrats make their platforms. Because again, the way that they kind of get us into this trap, onto this kind of control grid hypnosis propaganda that they push on everyone, is with convenience. They make it very easy. They make it very comfortable to just use all these platforms that are all interconnected, that are all watching you, and they're telling you, don't worry, we're caring about your safety and your security, as more data is being leaked everywhere because of private companies taking it, not securing it. And again, your information, this is coming out to be a major clash point, because information data is more valuable than oil on the world market. And this market of information will keep growing. And this is why it's exciting to see these alternatives. A lot of people are like doom and glooming. A lot of people are like, holy cow, they're going to take us down on December 10th. I don't think they're going to take us down on December 10th. I think it's still going to be very slow and methodical on how YouTube is going to kind of push their own little directives, their own little agenda. We just saw Susan Wojcicki on the mainstream media that was framing this in such an unfair and such a biased way that was really sickening. But these people don't care about truth. Special interests, big powers that want to stay relevant, that don't want to be replaced by alternatives, of course, are all going to be gone. Edgy humor, any content that is just not mainline, late night TV show host approved, which they keep recommended to you non-stop all the time, is just going to be cut. And they're cutting people in a methodical way where it's done slowly. They're slowly boiling the frog. But again, as this is happening, the alternatives are popping up everywhere. Library also, I mean, you had the guy on, the way that works is also really interesting. It's sort of like Steemit, but also even more decentralized than Steemit itself, right?
Yeah, they're kind of different sort of angles, but the cool thing about Library is that it's all based on torrents. So you probably remember Napster back in the day, and that's how we used to download a lot of movies and music like 10, 20 years ago. And essentially Bitcoin is kind of like a torrent itself. So Library is the same thing. So when you upload your videos to Library, it's not on any main server. It's completely decentralized. It's on thousands of computers across the world, so it actually can't really be removed, and it can't be censored really. Just look at the difference. Now you go to YouTube, like I've seen your page, I've seen mine. Like when we go to the home screen, it's all like Ellen DeGeneres, Jimmy Kimmel, and we keep hitting we're not interested, and they just keep coming back. You go to Library and you see like all the stuff, like the front page. Just go there right now and look, and you'll see, oh, this is awesome, interesting videos about interesting information, exposing this, exposing that, that kind of a thing. And so I really like Library, and I should mention the founder of Library, the founder of Float. They'll all be at Anarchapulco. And we have Cryptopolco, 4 full days of crypto stuff at Anarchapulco. Anarchapulco is all about freeing yourself. So it's going to be a lot of these sort of people that are doing a lot of this stuff are all going to be at Anarchapulco. So that's great. And what it really takes is people just making the move. And I think we're already seeing YouTube and Google losing a lot of money. They've gotten rid of a lot of the channels who actually brought in a lot of the views, and then people like yourself, they haven't totally gotten rid of you, but they make it so. And mine, I used to get 1 million views on some videos. Now if I get 20, 30,000, I'm lucky, and I have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You've got 600,000. They've shadow banned it so much that most people don't even see it. But Google's losing a ton of money, and the more that people just start using these other sites, and like it's just like everything, even the politics and all that. People are like, we need a violent revolution. It's like, no, we just walk away from the system. If enough people do that, stop paying taxes, stop voting, they just go away. Barack Obama and Donald Trump, they have to go back to their regular jobs and harass people just in their own area, and go hang out with Jeffrey Epstein or whatever, that sort of thing. Those things they like to do. But the people just need to start making that move. And like I said, when I got off Google, I got off Chrome, I got off Gmail, it felt really good. And I thought about it for like a while, and I'm like, man, it's going to be such a pain in the butt. And it was a little bit. It was definitely like a day of transferring over certain things, especially on the email and all that sort of stuff. But once it was done, I was like, man, no one can read my email anymore. The NSA can't read it. It's not possible because it's end-to-end encrypted. So it's really, it sounds like, a lot of people are just kind of lazy, right? It's like, well, I'm used to YouTube. That's where I go. It's like, just start going to these other sites. Use YouTube less and less. And eventually, I think it'll just go away. And then we'll see in like 5 years, we'll call them YouTube watchers. The same way that we call television watchers watchers right now, right? It's like, oh, that guy's been programmed by the television. He believes in the official story of 9/11 and all this stuff. We'll be saying that in 5 years. It's like, oh, he must be a YouTube watcher. It's like he doesn't know what's going on, right?
Yeah, I mean, the shift is definitely happening. It's a very, very interesting one. It's an exciting one. And I say that with optimism and not with fear. A lot of people are afraid. A lot of people are saying, this is it. This is going to be the end of it. And really your perception is shaped by your beliefs. And I really do see Float. I'm going to sign up on Library. I'm going to sign up on the Jordan Peterson. I'm going to, diversify. Like you should diversify your assets, your monetary assets into not just dollars, into not just having it in the bank. You should also do the same with your information, your data. And it's truly something that makes me also wonder, we're pretty effective. If they have to go over the top, if they have to do this so blatantly, just lying time and time again, destroying information, trying to get rid of this amazing opportunity when we could still talk to each other one-on-one, peer-to-peer, which is the first time in history that people in the world have been able to do this, that we know of. The first time we're able to actually do this. This is an immense power that's given back to the people and taken away from the people who have been abusing it. And this is why I'm optimistic. This is why I say sign up on my email list. Meet people in real life. Don't be stressed out. Don't be just worried all the time. Look at the solutions. Look at the alternatives. There's a lot of them, and we're going to be using all of them. So whether it's Steemit, Float, all of them are going to be in the description below. Choose the one that you personally like. Free yourself. And again, just like Jeff said, own your own data. Probably the NSA, if they want to see something, they'll see something. I mean, the Amazon has been known to even break encryption. Amazon, you should, whatever you do, that's a whole nother level. I did a lot of videos about this. You should not be going on Amazon. They're the ones really working with the pentagram, working with the military-industrial complex, working with a lot of horrible government agencies to pretty much spy on you, get rid of encryption. And the big fight that's happening there is something that a lot of people are afraid to talk about, with how big Amazon is, with how big Alphabet, Google, YouTube is, but we're never afraid to talk about it here. Why? Because we got you guys who are sharing, donating, signing up on the email list, meeting us in real life, like you're going to meet us in Anarchapulco, and also using the promo code WRC to get 10% or 15% off your tickets to meet other amazing human beings. Jeff, thank you so much. Hope your stem cells and other endeavors go well. Keep us updated. Yeah.
I've never done the balls before.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, this wild man's doing that. We're not medical professionals. We're not advising anything here. Jeff is his own crazy creature. But everyone is unique. Everyone is different. And this is why it's truly an amazing space to kind of share information, share experiences. And you guys have given me this opportunity to do it from my perspective. And this is why I try to end every single video by saying, love you guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org.